Did you have to wear a pelvic harness as a baby because you had developmental dysplasia of the hips? Did you know that if you have developmental dysplasia of the hips as a baby, that your children have an increased risk of also having developmental dysplasia of the hips? Hi there, it's Neesha from My Favorite Physio. In today's video, I'm jumping in to share with you the importance of having hip screening for your children if you have developmental dysplasia of the hips. So here at My Favorite Physio, we recently saw a family come in, a mom with her little girl who's 2 years old, because mom was concerned about her little girl's foot posture and the way she was walking. Now we took a full history as we assessed the little girl, and mom said that she had developmental dysplasia of her hips as a baby. In fact, she needed to wear a harness like this to keep her hips in the right position to allow her hips to develop well. Mom also actually said that grandmother too also had hip problems and had developmental dysplasia of the hips. Now, with her daughter, she was born as the firstborn baby. She was large, and she is actually a very tall girl for her age. She actually was also breached in mommy's tummy during the pregnancy. So she had all the risk factors that indicate that baby was at high risk of developmental dysplasia of the hips. Baby did have a 6-week scan, and mom said she was told it's fine, and it was never followed up ever since. So now fast forward, this little girl is 2 years old. She has some problems with her foot posture, and when she walks, she turns out her foot a lot. So as a matter of precaution, we actually x-rayed her hips just to see what her hips are looking like. Now, unfortunately, her hip shapes were not ideal, so she has mild developmental dysplasia of the hips. However, she is now 2 years old and too big for a harness like this, and there's not much more we can actually do for her hip. She is walking, and her hips are good enough for walking. However, given that they're slightly shallow, she may then actually have a lifetime of hip problems as an adult in her 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. And mom actually said she does experience hip problems herself with hip pain with activity. So I thought I would jump in and share this fact that if you have developmental hip dysplasia as a baby, needing a harness, it is really important that you check up on your babies as a baby, to have hip ultrasounds at 6 weeks, and to follow up on that, and to perhaps actually know what the hip coverage are as a baby, and perhaps even seeing a pediatric physiotherapist who can fully assess your baby's hips for you and discuss with you the options that you could have when your child is a baby. Harnesses can only be used on young ones, and depending on the size of a baby, it may be only up to 6 months that we can do it. So don't miss that window of opportunity to actually give your baby a lifetime of good, healthy hips. It happens right from day one. So if you are concerned about your baby's hips, and you particularly have a history of developmental dysplasia of your hips, why don't you ring us here at My Favorite Physio, speak to one of our expert pediatric physiotherapists. The number to ring is 02-9790-4233. And if you know somebody out there who is expecting a newborn baby and they have a history of hip pains and hip problems, why don't you like and share this video with them? Early intervention is key. The more people are aware about, the more we can ensure our babies and children have healthy hips for their lifetime. So until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye.